This FM 104.3. Good to meet Atik.
Nidi Kaimamucha, the Republic of Gamaga for Nanyano Pay.
I'm so on count.
Bafonanya Mike Ni. Missy Mamincha, Republic of Gamaga for Nano Pay. Ramincha, Yeti for Ne, Yasha for Nano Pay. Medium say me a coin can want some cacrenra. And Niamdi can say it wasn't a bad move.
It wasn't.
It's not a bad move at all. And move via a bonnet, but make rich Munientia Mikasa. And I have say a lot of these appointments post election 2024 they were inspired by political considerations. I said TSSR. And as an economist, I look at these things from the perspective of Nens and so on the economy. Look, already we are complaining that the cost of compensation is very high as far as the public sector goes. Now, you are to be a new administration is about to be born. Now, media mechanism I shut out be with the effect say compensation, I mean the sikana ana kana aban ebo on paying employees ebe kosoro ye nyina nim say economy is engineer nine so papa bia. So to that extent I say look, economically and even to some extent procedurally nsem wo ho. So if the chief of staff but I was expecting say it should not be a blanket revocation. There should have been a provisional HRSA. They will look at recruitment on case by case basis so that those cases that truly merit appointment, now you consider one. But majority of those who were employed after 7th December, procedurally, there are issues. And if you look at the cost that government is going to incur paying these people, is going to be problematic. I find some of these appointments duplicitous in the sense why wait until you've lost an election? Now we are recruitment. If indeed sector now wouldn't air corner, they had need for some employees. You other than one employer mudadada. And see, there is duplicity. I find a great deal of duplicity in the appointments. There isn't so much sincerity. Because if indeed sector will be why wait until why? You had so many months, you had so many years to do the recruitment. Why Chayama Marco Luzia be having a recruitment? And like I said, there is a great deal of duplicity there. But even public sector, they be when we talk about job creation and employment creation, a man for say, I buy van be. It tells you say we are not doing well as a country when it comes to job creation. It's the private sector that ought to be creating employment. Abayejman say, look, once we've decided to go the way of America and the other capitalist economies now, once it's a free market economy, Nyobeyan say, as a bank, to create the environment that is enabling enough for the private sector to survive, now Omako creating Yuma. But Abayankasa really and truly should not be the one doing the employment, and I should not be the one employing Crawford. But according to say, buying measures is creation of employment by how many people are yediako public sector, which is wrong. You create environment now. The private sector would have need for labor. Labor is an indispensable factor of production. And this our factor input if the environment is okay, among being Juma and Juma cost so people want to expand their production, certainly that factor will be increased and people will get employment and they will have jobs to do. But if the environment is not enabling enough, cost of doing business are cost low, the economy is not stable, exchange rate is affecting production, exchange rate is affecting businesses, na and at the end of the day, cost of doing business are cost ra. What we actually rather see is businesses tete omojuma force. They rationalize labor. Until at the end of the day, near no wage one cry a boom cry and you away from. Until Abaya said the NSA, you make it conducive for the private man to employ more people. But because you have failed, you think say government should be the employer. And already we are complaining about saturation of employment as far as the public sector is concerned. No, ministries, departments, and agencies now. Part 3, they are supposed to be doing the same thing. Duplication. They are supposed to be doing the same function and are performing the same function. Because I buy feel say I need to employ more. Now I've created employment. And if you've looked over the years, this is not even regime specific. NDC 4 year, MPP 4 year. Eba job creation now. Abembeka say, oh, uko MPA, Yafan Krofu say, uko say, Yafan Krofu. That is actually is a manifestation of failure. Say Abai in a free market economy where capital is controlled by private individuals. Almost should be the ones doing the employment, not you, the government. USS here now the government is trying to rationalize labor in the public sector. So buy out here omuye. It's because they've realized that there are so many people in the US who omundosu to say if you speak in racial terms, if you compare their population to the number of people are more public sector no now the yen no dosu kra echen omu no. But omukra they are trying to make sure say the number of unkrofo omuye juma in the public sector no kra yetiso. And they are offering people the opportunity to voluntarily resign. But in the when they are able to saturate the public sector with more employees.
This FM 104.3. Good to meet